what's up guys? So as you can tell from my Instagram posts recently and this, I'm no longer in Alberta right now. Came back down to Vancouver for school, and there's a couple other things I had to take care of. That's why I'm coming down here so early. But right now I'm on my way out to BD Diesel in Abbotsford. Gonna pick up that turbo blanket. Turbo blanket you saw got covered in oil in the last episode there. This weekend is the Labor Day Diesel Shootout, hosted by the Western Canadian Diesel Motorsports Association, as well as Armor Inc.'s Dyno Day. So that's happening next day or two here down in Rimbey, in Alberta, and unfortunately I'm not gonna make it out there, obviously, because it's a 12-hour drive back from where I am right now, at least, and it's a real shame that I didn't get to make it out this year, because it was a fun event last time. But I'll keep you updated, or I'm sure everybody sees people on Instagram. It's the best way to see the results and stuff. There's a couple guys knocking on 2,000 horsepower, hoping to lay that down on the dyno as well as put it down on the track. So it'll be a good show this weekend, I'm sure, and sad I'm missing it. Sorry this window is so filthy. I don't know if you can see all the bugs on here. I'm sure you can, but I haven't had a chance to wash it since the 18-hour road trip down. And it's kind of funny because the truck is filthy all over, but it got most of that dirt in the first couple hours leaving. It was raining right when we left town, but perfect roads the whole rest of the way. Yeah, the road trip down was uneventful, which I guess is what you're going for in a road trip. I didn't really film or time-lapse anything like I did the last one. You guys didn't seem to like watching that video, so why bother? But yeah. Traffic. So while we're just sitting here in traffic, let's address some comments and questions that I get all the time on the YouTube, Instagram, and you guys are messaging me. So probably the biggest question I get asked all the time is what size are my wheels and tires? So for people who have been around trucking Instagram world for a while, they'll know right off the bat, but they're 20 by 12 inch wheels with a -44 offset and 305/50 rim 20 Nitto 420s. That's a pretty common setup nowadays. The 20 by 12 really fits those 305s quite nicely. And then the next question is always, how do you get that to fit on a lowered truck? And the answer is lots of trimming, cutting, and sledgehammering. So I did this large fender mod 17 and I was trying to fit 35s on some 20 by 10s, and I was back in high school then, and my fabrication skills, I guess, were not as good as they are now anyways. So I didn't do the cleanest job back then, but basically what I did is I took a zip cut to the fenders where it needed to be. At the cab corner, there's a big pinch weld sticking out there. Cut that and then bend it over with a sledgehammer and smash that all in. And then the other thing that'll be in the way is the windshield washer fluid reservoir. And that's actually really easy to take care of, because if you take out the battery, there will be, I think it's three bolts holding it in. And so what you're going to want to do is loosen all the bolts and then take one all the way out. You'll be able to figure that out once you get in there, and then take some wire or zip ties or whatever and go from down underneath where it's rubbing the tire, pull that forward and hold that there, and then you can tighten up the two remaining bolts, and that'll give you the clearance you need for the tire on the front. And of course you're going to trim the bumper on an angle there. So it's not that difficult. It gets hard just to purely fit them. It gets harder the nicer you want to make it look. So when I replace my fenders, which hopefully will be fairly soon, I will be cutting a section out, bringing the pinch weld or the edge seam back up, and then TIG welding it back together and doing some proper body work to it. But if your body's already not in that great of shape and you just want to fit those big wheels, go for it. I mean, it's easy. Just fit them on there, and you know, it looks good. Now, another question I've been getting a little bit more just this summer is about the BD Diesel race team, and some of you guys are really nice about it, interested. What is it? How do you get on the team and stuff like that? And then other guys are saying, well, you know, how can you be on a race team with only like a 12-second truck? So the thing is, with BD's race team, they've got 3 different levels. They've got bronze, silver, gold, and they sponsor a wide range of racers from the guys competing in Ultimate Call-Out Challenge. You know, they had a couple guys with their BD stickers, and they had a bunch of guys running their transmissions, all the way down to, you know, the grassroots guys like me. And there's a couple other buddies I have this summer who are, you know, like me, building the truck as best they can themselves with help from some local shops. And you know, then we do as much as we can within our budget and go out and race it and have fun. And I think for BD it's really like a marketing tool, because we're out there promoting their parts, and you know, we get a bit of a discount on the parts. And you know, so don't think of it as exclusive race team with only 9-second or faster trucks. It's much wider range than that, and I think main thing is, you know, they're just enthusiasts themselves. And in Alberta, at least, BD has a booth and table set up and a little tent with all their parts on display and a representative at almost every event. I think every event that I've been to this summer, and probably even some that I haven't been, BD has had their company there showing, promoting, and helping the diesel industry. So, you know, these teams get some negative associations with them because of guys that are just, you know, yeah, running a big sticker but then not really doing much with it. So you just have to think about it as you know, a group of enthusiasts supporting other enthusiasts, and just have fun with it. So that's what I'm doing. BD is a great company, and I I've enjoyed working with them this summer, and I hope to continue working with them in the future. They've got some great products, and it's awesome that they're you know, a local Canadian company for us at least. And you know, I like to support them because they support me as well. Oh yeah, the other thing you guys always like to call me out on my Instagram pictures and whatnot is why does my exhaust hang so low? Why is it dangling so far? What? And yes, I know it's bad, and that's just that's happening because of the lowering kit. The axle is closer to the frame, and there's not enough room for a 5-inch exhaust and that axle. So when the suspension compresses, the axle will actually hit the exhaust, and because of the way that the exhaust is bent in that part, when it hits the exhaust up, it pushes it over and it drops the tip down. So I've known that was a problem since I installed the lowering kit, which is a year ago now, and I haven't done anything about it because I've been changing my mind on what I want to do with it. So originally I was thinking I could build a sweet kind of bedside exit down in the lower panel, like right behind the door. But again, that's pretty tight and would require a bit of fab work, which I don't necessarily have the time to do. The next idea was, well, suggestion from a lot of you guys, is stack it. And so I was really opposed to a stack on my truck for a long time, but you know, now the idea is growing on me more and more. So I'm not gonna say for sure, but maybe sometime soon we'll see a stack on the truck. You guys will obviously know when and if that happens, but until then, that's why it's hanging so low, and I know it looks terrible. Figured we'd stop for a quick car wash, considering how dirty it is. Look at that toonie. So here we are at BD Diesel. If you haven't seen my video tour of this place, definitely check it out. I'll put a link up here or something. But here to pick up the turbo blanket and maybe some other little things. But catch you up in a minute. Okay, just a quick stop here, but we got a couple patches for the fire jacket as well as the turbo blanket. So we'll go home, throw that on probably, and got to drive now all the way out the other direction to Horseshoe Bay to pick up a couple friends coming to visit for the weekend. Stop for some fuel while we're out here because it's a little cheaper further away you get from Vancouver, but it's still 106 per liter, so You guys can do the math if you want. But truck's looking a whole lot better after that wash. Transcooler still doing really well. Keeping all those temperatures in check. No issues, and even going hard on it on the highway, obviously not going to be an issue. Yeah. Oh, there we go. And back on the road we go. So BD is about an hour and a half away from where I live, and during the school year I don't really have time to come see them, but when I do have some time, it's nice to stop by there. So now that we're sitting in traffic again on the way back, figure let's talk about what's next for the truck and the channel. So basically, I've got two routes in mind that I can go with for the next round of modifications on the truck. Obviously, first thing is going to be the turbo blanket. That's just a quick install, but kind of at a crossroads here where the body needs attention, that's for sure, but I could also go faster. So basically my dilemma is choosing between, or at least the order of doing, either injectors and more power, or leaving the power where it's at for a little while longer and taking care of the body, because basically it needs a new bed, it needs two new fenders, there's a little dent in the cab corner that I'm sure will be a cutout and replacement, and basically the whole thing needs either paint or a wrap. And I know it's been an issue for a few years, and I've been saying I was going to get to it this year and this year, but then I always just end up spending more money making it go faster, because really that's funner. But I think it's the body is starting to catch up, and there's a few areas where it's looking really, really rough. And so let me know what you guys think. I'm not necessarily going to do what you say, but interested to hear what you think. If I should take care of the body, make it look pretty, or not worry about the body for a little while longer. And oh, just a sec, look at this exhaust. Ooh, yeah, buddy. Anyways, sorry, where were we? Yeah, looks or power, what's more important? Obviously, it'd be nice to have both, but time and budget only allows for one of them happening first. And also, for what's happening with the channel next, last year when I got to school, some of you guys who've been around for at least a year will know I was making videos last summer and then into the fall, but then when I got down here to school, I kind of stopped making videos, and it's just I get really busy down here with schoolwork, and then with building the Baja car, and so I'd like to keep making truck videos and keeping you guys entertained all year. I'll do my best to keep them coming, but they'll probably be a little bit less frequent, and probably not installing new parts every week. Speaking of the Baja car though, that's where most of my free time is going to be going during the winter. So if you guys have seen me post either on Instagram, or I've talked about it a bit in another one of my videos. Baja car is a car that we design and build to compete in the Baja SAE series. So it's a school engineering student design team, and we do everything from designing the frame, suspension, and all the components. We're given the engine, and obviously by shocks, but basically the vehicle is designed and built from scratch by us. We do all the welding and machining and stuff, other than stuff that needs a CNC machine. But we've got a water jet cutter to cut out complex 2D profiles. Basically, it's just an awesome project that we get to learn and develop our skills and build a sweet little buggy with. So maybe I'll throw in a clip or two from that thing here. And if you guys like that, head over to follow UBC Baja on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And this year we're going to be doing like a build series with the car, because we're starting from scratch this year again. And so that's where I'm hoping to might be uploading more videos on that channel, and because it's not directly truck related, but I'm sure some of you will be interested in both. So go ahead and check that out if that's what you're into. I think it's sweet, but yeah. So we're going on a bit of an adventure. That road is super backed up, so the GPS is sending us down some side streets around here. So we'll see if it actually ends up saving us any time. Side route there. I think Google Maps knows me well. I'd much rather